Um, when I was what 5 and 6 years old, maybe I would say seven, around seven, around that age. Uh, I was so fascinated by the organ, and I've always wanted to sit right where the organ was so I could look at the organ, the Leslie, and whoever played. And it was just, it tripped me out. And I would always act like I was on the organ at home on the coffee table. And my mom was just like, she was tired of me playing the organ on the coffee table pretty much. And so one day my dad just decided to take me to a music store to look for a piano, and I wandered off and saw this organ in the back. And so I got my dad, showed him the organ. He went and bought the organ, and he showed me my keys. He would take me to the church, show me how to play at the church. And I was like 6 or 7 years old, and that's how I started how to play the organ. And cousins and friends would come over the house, and we would practice on Milton Bronson and Thomas Woodfield. We would just practice on the organ, and that's just how we started. That's how I learned how to play the organ. My main influences was my dad and my uncle Matthew. My uncle Matthew was real nice on organ. A lot of people, said how good he was, and he was good. He and my dad taught me a lot of stuff. It wasn't when I got older that I was, pattering after Thomas Woodfield, the Eras, the Milton Bronsons, and just like really like practicing off those records, the Hawkins and whatnot. And people in the city like Kevin Nicholson, the Donald Sykes, Jason Wise, and all of these guys, they were really influential in my playing coming up. Of course, my cousin Benny, he was playing and what have you. And then I hooked up with Jason, and we was playing at the church conferences and playing for people like Kurt Carr, the Judys, and then Kevin Bond came into the picture. I used to listen to a lot of Ben Tanker records. I liked the way he played. And then when I got older, I started listening to a lot of jazz, Jeff Lorber, and all of them guys. They got a nice feel. And so those are the people that kind of was influential. Billy Preston, oh my God, the way he played V3. What can I say? I would give advice that I would give for musicians, younger musicians, and even old musicians is that the way you treat people, the way you talk to people, that goes a long way in your musicianship. I know a lot of times we get boggled down with people that want to meet us, that want to take pictures, that they admire what it is that you do, and you have to treat people with kindness, and treat them like you would want to be treated, and be godly with them, and that's how you get ahead further. When you talk to people, you can't have your nose up like you better than anybody, because that'll get you nowhere fast, and always stay practicing, always perfecting what you do. Again, part of staying current is practicing, and so you gotta remain humble. That's the key thing. Remain humble and practice, because practice do make perfect.